Hi friends, welcome to Willinrowarts. I'm Leslie. I'm so excited, guys. I can't even help myself. Last video, I made Little Mouse Artist, and I asked in that video if you guys wanted to see the frog I made. I printed him yesterday, and I'm so excited. Before I show you the frog, I need to share how I made him. I'm using the Nomad Sculpt app. You guys know that I love this program. It was a one-time purchase of around $19 when I got it, and I haven't needed anything more advanced. I say if you want to start 3D sculpting, I highly recommend this program. I think it's only available on your iPad. I could be wrong. There might be an Android version of it as well. So I started with just a ball of clay. They call it a quad sphere in the program. And tweaked it till I got my little frog shape, made some eyeballs, and then started working a little cute frog body. I'm not going for ultra realistic. This is a cute frog. He'll be sitting on a stump playing a guitar, so here's his little stump. And then I start working in a little tube shape to get his arms in the correct position. I found a photo reference of a guitar, and along with my husband's help, he plays the guitar, so I asked him if it looks close enough to a guitar. I then placed my guitar next to his body and moved his arms in position. Next, I'm working on his legs. Again, I start with just a tube of clay and then shape it in the position I would like. Next, I'm working on his little feet, and I'm using some references just to get the basic shape of his feet. They look like they have little suction cups on them. I do similar for the hands, but I'm positioning them in the way it looks like he's playing the guitar. I think it's pretty cute. And then I decide he needs a hat. And then, of course, the tree stump he's sitting on needs some mushrooms, so I add some mushrooms to the stump. And then I couldn't help myself. I kept going. I made some blades of grass and some cattails. And this is where I stopped sculpting him, at least at this point. You guys ready? I think he's so cute. Sitting on a stump with some mushrooms. He's got his little hat. And he's playing a guitar. Little fingers. His little tootsies. Oh my god. I'm dying here. I also, guys, I made another character. If you're on my Patreon, you know who it is. I can't stop. I'm so excited about these little guys. But today, we're going to concentrate on our little frog guy. I would guess these guys, they're not really a certain scale. This is my half-scale little bed I made from my 1980s house with a Couch Patch Kid and Care Bear. In this world that these characters live in, they all exist at slightly different sizes, but not in a realistic animal scale. So if I made something larger like a bear, for example, the bear wouldn't be an actual bear size compared to the frog. The bear might only be taller by a certain amount. It's more of a stylized world rather than realistic world. These are kind of all made within their own shared scale, which is closest, I think, to half scale. So my mouse, similar. Hi friends, Editing Leslie here. I've been having such a blast creating these little woodland characters that I decided to turn them into resin kits. My husband, Ken, and I have also been building our website, willinrow.com. He's amazing at coding and web development, and it's been such a fun project together. For my resin kits, I'm making a limited number to start, and if you enjoy them, I'll happily add more characters to the shop, and as I make new characters, I'll add them as well. I've also moved all my SVG files from another website over to willinrow.com. These are digital files for laser cutters featuring home decor and seasonal decor, so those will be available as well. I'm so excited to share the new website with you all, and I will talk more about everything, the resin kits, and what's included in the end of the video. Thanks guys so much. Now back to painting my frog. My original thought was make little shadow boxes of every guy, but this frog guy, I decided he needs to be in a pot. This is just a pot that's sat out in my yard. It's quite dirty. I don't mind a little dirt. I want to put him on my windowsill in my kitchen. So I have terracotta pot, some soil. So let's get his base coat on. I think I'll just use brown as a base coat. Why are there so many? I honestly wasn't thinking of Kermit when I made this guy, but I must have had Kermit in my head. He plays a banjo, I guess. My husband plays guitar, so that's why I wanted to make a guitar. He plays bass too. I didn't want a bass playing frog, although he could be a rocker frog and have like an electric bass. Ooh, he might have to have a whole band. Wouldn't that be so cute, a frog band? I think I'll just go with this darker green and then lighten it up as we go. I like that bright green. So let's see if we can get a little brighter with our colors. Okay, we'll start with eyes like that, and then we'll decide how we feel about them after a bit. I want more of like a textured hat. I'm just going to keep adding color until I like it. I keep playing around with the tones. Let's put him down for a second. Let's get the grass. This is a little trial run of the pot. So cute. Trial run of the pot, super successful. I like that. That's a little nice little added color. I have one more idea, maybe a little water feature. So I think he needs a little pond. I made a little pond with some pond lilies and some lily flowers, or lily pads and some lilies. I also added some of my little frogs that I made last Halloween for my witch cauldron. I made little frogs that were in that scene. So I added those little guys in the pond because I just thought that was cute. They're like baby frogs or a different type of frogs, just watching him play. We're back. It's been a couple days. My thought process is this will sit inside the pot. I'm planning to cover all the edges with dirt, add resin in here, and then paint the rest. I think it will look really cute if I can put this guy in here. I also took someone's recommendation and I bought some museum wax. So I'm going to try this. I'm planning to use the bottom of this as my holder. Okay, this is the brand I got. I'm not sure. Whoops, what's the best brand? Someone also mentioned blue tack, and I have blue tack. I didn't want to buy any more because I have some somewhere, which I will try as well once I find it. Okay, I only used a teeny bit. I might need to add more. That's working. So let's paint this guy and see if my vision comes out. I bought some new black paint. This is just off Amazon. I'm not familiar with the brand at all. Let me know if you're familiar with this brand. I usually get Sargent paint, and I love the Sargent paint. It's not a very expensive paint, but I love it. And I couldn't find that. Let's see how it does. Oh, I was trying not to get messy. No matter what I do, I get covered in paint. Black base. I don't really need to paint these edges because I'm going to hide them in the dirt, but we'll do it anyways. Okay, it's a nice thickness of the paint. It's not runny, so I like that. So my thought process is to fill this with resin. Now I think if I design it again, I'll use this one because I don't like to waste anything, but if I were to design it again, I'd make it more shallow. If this were to be in a diorama that wasn't like a pot, you could add rocks around it, you know, like faux rocks. You can make up a rock scenery and brainstorming out loud, guys, and you guys are kind of helping me with this brainstorm. Let me dry this base coat and then we'll get to adding the fun colors. Okay, I switched over to my Annie's Tacky. The cover had more flat surface, and I mixed up some blue paint with a little bit of green in it. You're gonna see through it, so I want to get this coat of color in here because I don't want it to look like black water. I have another little frog that I made that I might add to the scene as well. I thought it'd be fun to have a little frog. These are like the little frogs watching the big guy. So now what I'm going to do is add my first layer of resin in. I'm going to do this in sections. I'm going to use UV resin. It's UV resin. It needs a light source to be able to harden. And now I want to add in my frog. So I added some resin just to his eyes, and then I think I might coat his whole body with some Mod Podge High Gloss. You don't want to work with resin. Mod Podge High Gloss, Diamond Glaze is great to make a water effect. You could use like clear caulking, so you don't need to work with resin. The grass high gloss as well, because grass has a nice sheen to it, I think. So we'll high gloss the lily pads. And then I'm going to use my regular matte Mod Podge for everything else. To seal in the paint, matte Mod Podge still has a little bit of a gloss, but it's not as crazy as the high gloss. The cattail as well with the matte. Now I just need the glue to dry, and then I'm gonna assemble everything together. And I'm choosing to put this in a pot. This could be in just a regular old diorama, but I just thought it would be fun in a pot. I have a plant here, a pothos, is that how you say it? Something like that. This is a cutting from a larger plant, so I thought this would be fun to have in here. Now, I want this thing to be, to add dirt around this. Is my plan gonna work? I don't know, but we'll give it a shot. I really don't want pond edge to show. I want it to just look like water. I almost want to glue dirt to the edge because I want to disguise my edge. I just thought of something. This is coffee grinds. This is finer, so I think maybe I'll have better luck with this. And then it will blend right into my dirt. Coffee grinds for the wind. I don't do fresh. I use the coffee grinds I've already used. I'm gonna hide the edge, and it looks like soil. I want him right here. Kind of want some of this. And extra grass there. love him. I think I'll add a little moss around here. He's fantastic. I love him. I'm gonna put him on my windowsill. Oh my god, isn't he great? I'm gonna put him right on my windowsill, like right now. Well, I'll take some photos and then I'll put him on my windowsill. Okay, guys, if you love him, please let me know. And if you're interested in one of these kits, let's talk about the 2 kits I have right now. I'll have a limited supply. First, we have our little mouse artist. She has a paintbrush and her palette. She's got a little cute tail, some bows in the back of her, and some little mousy feet. And then she comes with a canvas. If you watched the last video, I made the canvas a little bit bigger. And then with her kit comes a little pot. Anything can go in this little pot, but I added flowers in, and that was her thing she was painting. And then also for this kit, I made 2 different little stumps that one includes just paintbrushes in a pot. And then the other one is just another take on the paintbrushes in a pot with a couple tubes of paint. And that is my little mouse kit to make your own little mouse artist scene. And if anyone picks up these kits, I'd love to see how you design these guys. And next we have our frog musician. So here's our frog musician. Little froggy toes. He's got some mushrooms on his stump. He's playing acoustic guitar. He's got his fun hat on. And the frog is going to come with 2 cattails, just single cattails, a little tuft of grass, a cattail with grass, and another smaller cattail with grass to design however you would choose. And then he is also going to come with a little pond. Now I redesigned the pond to be much thinner, so the depth is much smaller. So if somebody got this kit and wanted to make water, you could paint your water in. If you don't like working with resin, you can just use a layer of glue to make it shiny. Paint it blue or green or whatever color you want. Add a layer of Mod Podge or glue or diamond glaze. This guy has 2 little frogs. You got a little guy there and a little guy here. Lily pad here, 2 lily pads here, and some lilies right there that I made. So that would be their frog musician kit. So if you're interested in either one of these kits, they will be up on my website now called willinrow.com. I'll link in the description. On the website is a portfolio I'm working on of all my projects, these little guys, and some SVGs, which are digital files for laser cutters. My husband and I had a lot of fun making that website, so please go check it out. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate all your support, and stay tuned for those final froggy photos. Thanks, guys. Here's my newest character. Here's a little sneak peek. See if you can guess what animal that is and what he's doing.